'Twas a blustery day at sea, in the midst of history, in bygone days of pirateers and rogues. A British man of war o'ertook her rebel score and addressed her pirate captain cross the boards. He said, "Haul your banner down and surrender to the crown. You've been pirating these waters for some time. And now that we're abreast, put your powder guns at rest, or you'll be hanging as a traitor for your crimes." But the rebel, he replied, "No, I shall not move aside, and I'll fight ye till I'm breathing my last breath. But avast I warn ye fair, for I'll cause your men despair, and I'll fire on ye until your bloody death." With that, Commander Wade raised up his golden blade, and turning to his men said, "Load your guns, roll out the powder kegs, and prepare your battle legs, and fire your cannons like 1,000 suns." And likewise Captain Shaw said, "Get ye ready, one and all, man the gun mounts and the powder magazines, and fire at yon stern, for 'tis there we'll make her burn, like a bloody blazing island on the sea." Well, they jolted with each stroke, and the sky was filled with smoke, and the iron balls were battering the boards, and the battle reached its peak when each vessel sprung a leak, and the masts began to topple with their cords. Well, the royal men were brave, but they were burning in their graves, when at last the naval craft began to drown, and the pirate ship was split and was sinking bit by bit, and the crew of hearty men were going down. Now, when the smoke had cleared, and both ships had disappeared, but for the flotsam floating on the waves. But amidst the splintered hulls, like two forsaken gulls, a pair of battered souls escaped their graves. For while the flagship sank, its commander grabbed a plank, and clinging to the lifeboard stayed afloat. And likewise, as if fate had given destiny a mate, the pirate captain fell aboard a seething boat. 'Twas then that Captain Shaw looked over and he saw Commander Wave a-floatin' on the sea. 'Twas then he turned his craft to the floating one-board raft, and addressed the man who was his enemy. "Ah, ye fought me bloody well, and ye blew my ship to hell, and I'm not a rebel captain anymore. Ye can give me your hand, and I'll row ye to the land. Ye can rest and heal your wounds on yonder shore." But Commander Wade replied, "Avast, I'll keep me pride, although ye've sunken one of England's best. turn to, but mark me well, let fate remain to tell if we shall strive again or be at rest. Well, Captain Shaw concurred, and with no rebounding word, took oar and rowed beyond horizon's wave. And brave Commander Wade on the greasy waters swayed, and waited for his destiny to save. Now, if you wish to be like men who go to sea, be wary of the waters and their call, for he might even trade the brave Commander Wade and row your rebel boat with Captain Shaw.